Peace and love, my friends. It's good to be here again. We're going to do an unboxing of the Earth and Sky Oracle that just came in today by Sophie Bashford. I love this Oracle creator, this deck creator. I have another one of her decks. I don't have it on me right now. It's packed away, but it's the Gods and Guardians Oracle cards. I've used them on this channel before, but I'm so excited because I love to work with goddess energy. And so this deck focuses a lot on that. And I think it has gods in here as well. And so we're going to look at this together. Let's see what we have. I'm going to get a little sip of my water real quick. So we'll go through the cards. It's a Hay House deck. Let's see. Sophie Bashford and Amalia Rachel. You are the answers to Earth's prayers and sky dreams. You have the universe within you. All right. So let's see. I want to make sure I stay within the frame so you can see all the cards. All right. This is a nice size guidebook here, and we'll go through it at the end. We'll pull a card at the end. All right. So, and then you are the light on the inside of the box. This is a Hay House deck. So if you've ordered Hay House, then you know the card stock is kind of like that cardboardy type of texture. A little bit of gloss to it, but not really. Kind of like a matte gloss finish. It's my favorite type of finish. I actually like Hay House decks. The only time I don't like them is when they have it a little bit thicker and it pulls up at the sides there. Some of the decks do that. But this one, I kind of like the cardstock on this. It's not too bad. All right. It's not for everybody, but I enjoy their cardstock. All right. So let's see. And if I mispronounce any words, just bear with me. Just want to make sure we're in the frame. And I'll hold them up a little bit as well. So we have the Caveat with stillness. It's beautiful. Let's see. Sybil. Firm foundations, or Cybele. Demeter with nourishment. Gaia, Earth Oracle. And I love the colors, the warm tones of this deck. Very beautiful. Geb, you are supported. I love this. I love when decks have a nice, hopefully we'll see a nice balance of the masculine and feminine energy here. All right. With Newt there. It's beautiful. Melissa, community. Pomona, steady path. And some of these are new to me, which is fantastic. So I can't wait to dive into the guidebook. Beautiful. Earth Spirit, grounding. Beautiful artwork. Anu, soul journey. Iris, you are the light. Newt, birthing. Ah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Nyx, mystery. Oya, change. Look at this. Phenomenal artwork. Shu, breathing space. Zeus, you've got the power. Air spirit, communication. Beautiful. Annie, sacred flames of love. Bastet, celebrate. Beautiful. These cards, look at the tones. They just radiate so much light here. Put this one to the side, the pronunciation. Lu, worth the wait. And I could be wrong on the pronunciation. Maybe the book might have them in there. Olwyn, divine purpose. Already I can say this deck has a very beautiful energy to it. Sometimes when you open up decks, sometimes for me it can feel a little flat. But this deck has a gorgeous energy. It's the artwork. It's the goddesses and the gods chosen for it. But the warmth in the artwork, the sun, the light radiating off it, it's beautiful. Sekhmet, fierce power. Is that a little bit better? No, we'll keep it on. Soul, breakthrough. I hope you guys can see them. Surya, rising. The fire spirit, passion. Beautiful. Aeronaut, past lives. Shang-Chi, divine service. Or Shang-Yi, divine service. Henna, go your own way. Ishel, divine feminine healer. I love that. With the moon energy. It's gorgeous. Oh, wow. I love this card. Caltis, gentleness. Mani, divine timing. Celine, look how beautiful this card is. Oh my goodness. Respect your rhythm. And this was the one that I saw that drew me. I was going to get the deck anyway, just because I love the creator and I already saw some of the artwork, but this particular picture drew me in. It's fantastic. It is gorgeous. Moon spirit, intuition. Benzatian or benzatine or benzatian. Let it flow. First time, guys, seeing a lot of these goddesses and gods. So I'm looking forward to getting to know them. It's beautiful. Will not pronounce it. Shao, Chi. Maybe it'll be in the book. I'm going to put this one to the side. Healing waters. Gorgeous. This is beautiful. Happy, river of abundance. Corrigan, guardian of the sacred. Saraswati, flow of wisdom. Tiamat, deep waters. Beautiful. This card is gorgeous as well, the Saraswati card. This is just beautiful, the artwork. Yemanya, which is gorgeous. They have Oya in here as well, which sometimes we don't see this particular goddess energy, so it's a blessing. Divine blessings. Very diverse. Masculine energy in here as well. Water spirit. Heart healing. Look how gorgeous this artwork is. Hades, deep transformation. Hera, partnership. Ishtar, fierce light. Mars, do it now. Pleiades, star sister. That's beautiful. I love the colors used for this one. Pink is my favorite color. Saptet, divine feminine gateway. The Zoya, ask your guides. Look at this. The maiden, the mother, and the crone energy here. This is beautiful. I love seeing some of the elder faces in the deck, all ages. Celestial spirit, divine love. Look how beautiful this is. This energy from this deck already. I love the different cultures represented. I love the masculine energy. Not a huge amount, but it's still there. So I'm thankful for that. I love seeing some of the faces, older. A lot of the decks, too many of the decks, they like to show nothing wrong with being young, but they show a lot of young people in situations where it's unrealistic in some cases. Not all. Because we want to show people who have gained wisdom over time, all right? Some of these things come with time. And so some decks, they don't have that representation in them, and I find them to be maybe superficial in some way and false in a way. It's like we have, like they have erased elders, and that's a gift in this life, to become an elder, to live to be an elder, to be able to share your wisdom and to learn and to grow, you know, to an older age in the world that we live in with the stressors that we have. It's a honor and it's a blessing. And I feel like a lot of the decks that we come across, tarot and oracle, they do not reflect sometimes diversity of, you know, of ethnicity, but of age. There's no age diversity. And to me, spiritually, it's false. It's something false about some of that work. So let's look and see this one really quickly. See if they have any pronunciations in here that can help me out. I know this is Central. This is Mexican, or let's see. CHA. Let me learn my alphabet. Hold on, I'm not even there yet. Hold on. Okay, so first of all, let's see. Let's look at the book. So we have an introduction. What do we have here? So they're by these suits. So we have sky, sun, moon, water, and celestial. So you're not going to be able to just open it up and find them based on alphabetical order. You have to find them based on their suit. So that's something I should have looked at beforehand. Have an introduction. Ancient earth and sky connection, spiritual mystery, and divine feminine rebirth. Balancing our personal energies. Okay, working with the cards. And then she has each suit. So earth cards, grounding and support. Sky cards, lightness and movement. Sun, action and creativity. Moon cards, reflection and intuition. Water, flow and emotions. And so now that I'm looking at them, we have it on here. So this is going to be our water, from our water suit. So that's perfect. Our celestial suit. So we're not going to have difficulty finding them in the guidebook. We have the moon energy here. And let's see. The sun energy. So beautifully laid out. I'm thankful for that. Let's see here. What else do we have? Did I go over all of them? All right. Interpreting the cards, preparing the cards, clearing the deck. All right. So how to read. So let's see. We're looking for the water suit. It will be easy if I went to the front, but I'm going to go right to the back here. And I'm just looking to see if we have any. Here we go. Thank you for that. I love when decorators put this in here. So Aztec, water goddess. So Chu-Tli, okay, Chao Chu-Tli-Kwe. Chao Chu-Tli-Kwe. Chao Chu-Tli-Kwe. Wow. Without that, I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have got it, guys. Let's see. What's one more? One, two. It's a few more. But we'll do that at another time. So let's pull a reading for the collective while we're on here together. Get a sip of water. All right, so what's going on over there? You hear my girls, my cats in the background. All right, Spirit, what message do you have for us? If you're here with us, thank you for being here watching. This is the Hay House card stock is not one for riffle shuffling. I don't riffle shuffle anyway. I just overhand. But it's the type of card stock that really could bend. So you want to be kind of careful with your cards. I'm going to go a few more times, guys, just to kind of mix up the energy just a little bit. Look at the backs. I didn't even talk about them. They're gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. All right, Spirit, what message do you have for us today? Or whenever you come across this video to aid in our healing? Spirit, what message do you have for us? I'm going to pull two. One for just a collective reading. And then I'll have a question for them on the second go round. Spirit, what message do you have for us? I'm going to read directly from the guidebook so you get an understanding of how it works. The author. So we have Saraswati, flow of wisdom, beautiful energy, lovely energy. Here with the swan. On the bottom we have deep waters, Tiamat. But let's see. So we have water. So we're going to go to the back of the book for the water energy. All right. So Saraswati is a Hindu river goddess of flowing water, knowledge, wisdom, and learning. She was the inventor of the alphabet, speech, and all classical arts, sciences, and music. In India, school children participate in a puja, which is a ritual worship that invokes Saraswati's support for their studies. And people leave sacred offerings for her in libraries. Saraswati white sari and lotus flower symbolize light, knowledge, and truth. Her musical instrument, the veena, represents the beauty of the arts and knowledge, attuned with harmony. So you can see it. Her other symbols include peacocks, swans, and books. Call upon Saraswati to guide eloquent speech and for help with all artistic, musical, and intellectual endeavors. Your guidance from Saraswati is to express yourself in ways that bring you creative fulfillment. It is time to get into the flow with your words, ideas, and imagination. Your knowledge needs to be shared. Drawing this card reflects the rich source of artistry and wisdom within you. You may recently have had an idea for a book, artwork, or piece of music, or perhaps a revelation for a new creative or scientific project. Imagine Saraswati's pure flowing light around you to clear away any mental, emotional, or practical blocks. If you're about to begin a course of learning or studying, this card is a very positive sign. Call upon Saraswati to help you with exams and assignments. Visualize yourself absorbing and assimilating knowledge in harmonious and enjoyable ways. Expression and communication are key themes for you currently. Perhaps you need to have an important conversation with someone, give a presentation, or write a clear email. Call upon Saraswati to help your words flow with eloquence. Lastly, this card speaks of the higher wisdom housed within your soul's memory bank. It's the knowledge and creative skill that you've gained in past incarnations. You may now have a longing to develop and share this innate wisdom. When other people receive this wisdom from you, they'll experience it as pure and authentic. Water invocation. My wisdom is valuable. My creative expression flows with ease. Beautiful reading. Beautiful writing as well. Let's get one. So Spirit, right now, and I'm going to do another Spiritual Warriors reading soon. That's when we talk about some of the political things going on. But first of all, let's send love and healing to the families in Texas, those who are going through this serious tragedy right now. Sending them love and prayers, and just hopeful that Spirit will protect and watch over those and watch over the families, and that we'll hear some good news. Good news is needed at this time. But also the world that we're living in, especially in the U.S., a lot of things are going on here politically, and some things might be going on in the home life as well, okay? Let's see what Spirit has for us, what message the Spirit has for us as we're going through these trying times, these unusual times in many ways, all right? Not unusual to all, not unusual to our ancestors, but we're seeing things that we haven't seen before. People aren't loving like they should love. They're not loving each other like they should. People are becoming more, and it's not becoming, they've always been. We're just seeing it with our eyes. It's clear. If people are able to hide from it and hide from what they can see, that ignorance is surely bliss, for them. But for those of us who see with clear eyes, and we see that there's a lack of love for some, let's see what Spirit has to say for us. Especially in a world where religion is always touted, and people use religion and they use religion in vain. They use Jesus in vain. Okay, that's a whole nother conversation. Whether you believe in Jesus or not, the energy is there. It's a healer, higher heart chakra energy, divine love. It's the highest level of love that is, that divine spiritual love. That's what we are operating and moving towards on this planet if you're in a spiritual framework, okay? If you're working towards a spiritual life, open heart chakra and loving unconditionally, loving fully, loving wholly, loving yourself, loving spirit. And a lot of these people, they claim they love, but they hate, all right? Their hearts are closed. It's not even open to themselves. They're not even open. It's no self-love either. It's just hatred. And I was telling my son the other day, and it's something I've always talked about, the energy of the devil. Not too many people truly understand the power that comes from hiding in plain sight. And that's the devil and demon energy. It hides in plain sight. It's able to pretend that it's the energy of love, but it's actually the energy of hate. And it's like people picking up the phone and thinking they're talking to God, but they're actually talking to the devil. And they're so sure of it. They're so sure that they have God on the line. But the interesting thing about these people is they wouldn't understand the energy of God if it tapped them on the shoulder. And they wouldn't even know Jesus if they saw him in the street. That's a whole other thing. Because that particular energy is not going to be with the billionaires and the rich class of people. Jesus was a commoner, a common person in looks and how he carried himself, the energy of it. He could have been on a street corner in this day and age. Be a rebel, an outsider society. Whole nother conversation. Spirit, what message do you have for us? Thank you. I have a very, very powerful spiritual life, but I grew up going to the church with my grandmother and my grandfather. She loved Jesus. She loved that energy. She loved the Gospels. All right, let's give thanks. Spirit, what message do you have for us in these times? Divine service. So Spirit wants us to do what we can wherever we are. All right? Whatever you are, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you do, you can be of divine service with that. With me on this channel, this is me being in divine service. I do this work to glorify and honor the Most High and my ancestors, but I also teach, and that's spiritual as well for me, okay? I treat the children with love, no matter who they are, all right? Each and every one of them. There is no profession that can't be used to support divine wisdom and divine, purpose. Every profession, there's an opportunity for that, no matter where you are and what you do. We've talked about that a lot on this channel. Sometimes it's not the profession itself, it's how you carry yourself in the environment. It's how you talk to people. Being kind, being generous with your thoughts, being generous with your smile. That's divine. All right, Spirit. You want us to be in divine service. That's what it's going to take. All of us in service. If we're in service to the divine, we're in service to each other because we all are divine beings, right? Flow of wisdom, again. Wow. Divine service, again. Divine blessings. Divine feminine gateway. So for a lot of these things, the feminine energy needs to come to the forefront. We're living in a time right now where we're seeing the And I don't like to get into the toxic masculinity, because women can be toxic as well. Toxic femininity is also a thing. But toxic masculinity, that's what we're seeing right now. The feminine energy is a different type of energy. It might be a quiet energy. Doesn't have to be. There are powerhouses out there. But it's a need for that right now. It's a need for you to, and this is for masculine energy as well. Okay? If you're masculine, you're watching this channel, stepping into that intuitive energy as you move forward with your divine purpose. What does that mean? It means slowing down. It means nurturing yourself, nurturing others. It means allowing your intuition and your heart to be the forefront. That's what it is. It's the heart energy, the heart space, being in touch with the heart. Let's get one more, though. One more that I can read, Spirit. Thank you. Spirit wants us to use our creativity, use our knowledge to be of service right now. Calling on the feminine energy to be unafraid right now, because the idea is to suppress it. It's always been the idea to suppress feminine energy from the beginnings of time, because it's that powerful. The trick is making you believe that feminine energy is not powerful, and believing that power comes from money and power comes from actual strength, when power actually comes from the heart, in the intuition, and being guided by spirit. You can't be guided by spirit if you're heavy as a log, if you're heavy as a brick. You can only be guided by spirit if you're light as a feather, right? That's the feminine energy in its highest form. And they're in the process of trying to suppress the feminine energy. That makes you understand the power that's in it, right? The power that's held within the feminine body, the feminine spirit. And this is not just for women. This is just the energy itself. The softer energy of life. That's actually the sharpest energy of life. Can you be soft and sharp at the same time, Can you be quiet and loud at the same time? That's the feminine energy. Soft and hard. Blunt and sharp. Quiet and loud. Deep waters. So it came up earlier. So we're going to look at it. Communication was on the bottom. Spirit wants us to communicate. We've already gotten that message a couple times. Tiamat. Let's read it. Water. Still with water energy. Navigating grief and loss. Healing earth wounds. Dragon energy. Ancient Mesopotamian dragon goddess Tiamat. It's a personification of the primordial sea. She existed at the beginning of time and was alone in the void preceding creation. In the Babylonian creation epic, Enuma Elish, Tiamat was brutally murdered by one of her sons, Marduk. He split her in two, utilizing her immense forces to create the sky and earth. Barely any physical evidence of Tiamat's presence remains. Tiamat is a poignant symbol of the advent of patriarchy. Her creative power was usurped by a male deity, and her true nature was twisted. Despite patriarchal forces that have sought to eradicate her, Tiamat's spirit still reverberates wordlessly through the vast sea waters of earth. Tiamat is the warrior dragon mother who can help, us to navigate our deepest emotion and losses. She teaches us that with support, our grief cycles can come to be a valuable part of our personal journey, intricately woven into our spiritual growth. Tiamat has come to hold you through a cycle of loss and grief. Feelings of sadness or turbulent emotions may be surfacing, activated by present-day painful event or trauma from your past. Grief is a multi-layered journey. You don't get over any experience of loss in a linear way. Tiamat is holding a safe container for your heart. Don't be afraid to meet her in the depths. She's sending you professional support if you need it. As you process your personal grief with care and patience, you may tap into Tiamat's dragon mother energy. This healing force can transmute your emotional pain, alchemizing it into a frequency of creative power. Tiamat says your courageous grief work is transmuting ancient sadness from the from the heart of Mother Earth. You are a dragon soul who can roar through the void of deep loss and use this energy to create profound transformation. Water invocation. I am held through cycles of grief. I honor my process of deep healing. All right. Let me see if I can spread them so you guys can see some of them. Not too good with that, but still. Beautiful deck, though. It's a beautiful deck, guys. Look at this card. Moon Spirit. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Take care.